In the sprawling megacity of Neoterra, nestled on the terraformed moon of Europa, life pulsed with the rhythm of human ingenuity and interstellar trade. Towering spires of crystalline alloy pierced the artificial atmosphere dome, casting iridescent shadows over the bustling streets below. Here, amidst the hum of anti-grav vehicles and the chatter of diverse species from across the galaxy, lived Jackson Hale, a single father in his early 40s, with calloused hands from years of mechanical work and eyes that held the quiet weight of unspoken grief. Jackson had once been a starship engineer, traversing the void on massive freighters that hauled cargo between colonies. But that life shattered 5 years ago when a pirate raid claimed his wife, Alara, leaving him alone with their newborn daughter, Mia. Now, he eked out a living in a modest apartment on the city's lower levels, repairing exosuits and prosthetics for the mining crews that delved into Europa's icy crust. Mia, a spirited 6-year-old with her mother's fiery red hair and an unquenchable curiosity, was his anchor. She attended the public EDU center during the day, learning about galactic history and basic xenobiology, while Jackson tinkered in his workshop, surrounded by tools and half-assembled gadgets. One crisp artificial morning, as the dome simulated sunrose, Jackson received an urgent call from the city's salvage yard. "Hale, we've got a wreck from the outer rim," barked the foreman over the comlink. "Alien tech looks royal. Federation wants it scrapped, but there's something alive in there. You're our best with biomechs. Get down here." Intrigued and needing the extra credits for Mia's upcoming medical checkup, she had a minor heart condition from birth. Jackson grabbed his toolkit and headed out. The salvage yard was a chaotic expanse on the city's edge, piled high with twisted metal husks from crashed vessels. Amidst the debris, a sleek opalescent pod stood out, its hull etched with intricate symbols that glowed faintly. It was from the Zorathian Empire, a reclusive alien civilization known for their advanced neural interfaces and ethereal beauty, but also for their strict isolationism. As Jackson approached, Federation guards parted, their rifles humming with charged plasma. Inside the pod, strapped to a life support throne, was a figure that took his breath away. She was Zorathian, a princess, judging by the regal crest on her diaphanous robes. Her skin shimmered like polished amethyst, with delicate tendrils framing her elongated face. Large, multifaceted eyes, the color of deep space nebulae, flickered with intelligence. But her lower body was a tragedy, paralyzed from the waist down. Her legs, or what passed for them in Zorathian anatomy, slender appendages ending in fin-like structures, hung limp, scarred from some catastrophic injury. "She's the sole survivor," the foreman muttered. "Ship hit an anomaly. Zorathians are demanding her back, but the Fed's stalling for tech salvage rights." Jackson knelt beside her, scanning with his multi-tool. Her vital signs were stable, but neural pathways to her lower extremities were severed. "What happened to you?" he whispered, more to himself. To his surprise, her eyes focused on him. A soft telepathic voice echoed in his mind. "I am Princess Lariah of Zorith. My vessel was ambushed by traitors within my court. They severed my spine to prevent my escape. Now I'm broken." Jackson jolted back. Telepathy wasn't uncommon in aliens, but the raw vulnerability in her voice struck him. "I'm Jackson. Human. I fix things. Let me help." The guards shifted uneasily, but the foreman waved them off. "Fed says we hold her until diplomats arrive. Might as well make her comfortable." Over the next few hours, Jackson worked meticulously, interfacing human tech with her pod systems to alleviate pain. Lariah watched him silently, her tendrils twitching faintly. As he finished, Mia burst into the yard. School had let out early due to a dome maintenance alert. "Daddy, what's that?" Jackson scooped her up. "This is Princess Lariah, sweetie. She's hurt like how Mommy was before." Mia's eyes widened. "Can you fix her like you fix my toys?" Lariah's telepathic presence brushed against them both, gentle and probing. "Your child. She carries light in her spirit, like my own youngling lost in the attack." Jackson's throat tightened. "I'm sorry. I lost my wife too. Raising Mia alone. It's hard but worth it." That evening, with Federation approval pending, Jackson was tasked with transporting Lariah to a secure medical bay in the upper levels. But as they loaded her pod onto his hover truck, alarms blared. Shadowy figures, Zorathian assassins, cloaked in stealth fields, descended from the spires firing neural disruptors. "Get down!" Jackson yelled, shielding Mia as he activated the truck's defenses. Laria's pod hummed to life, her remaining upper body tendrils interfacing with the controls to project a weak energy shield. Together they repelled the attackers, but not without cost. Jackson took a glancing hit, his arm numb from the disruptor. In the chaos's aftermath, Laria's voice filled his mind. "You protected me." "Why?" "Because no one deserves to be alone and broken," he replied, wincing as he bandaged his arm. The middle of their story unfolded in the hidden depths of Jackson's workshop, where he convinced the Federation to let him care for Laria under house arrest, citing his expertise in prosthetics. The diplomats were delayed by bureaucratic red tape, giving them time. Mia, enchanted by the alien princess, spent hours chattering about human fairy tales, while Laria shared Zarathian legends of star-weaving and cosmic harmonies. Jackson dove into the challenge of restoring Laria's mobility. Zarathian physiology was complex. Their spines weren't bone but crystalline neural conduits that conducted bioelectricity. The traders had shattered hers with a precise sonic blade, leaving fragments that inhibited regeneration. "I can build you an exosuit," Jackson explained, sketching designs on a holopad. "Interface it with your upper nerves. It'll let you walk again, maybe even more." Laria's eyes dimmed. "My people view mechanical aids as impure. A princess must embody perfection. If I return like this, I will be exiled or worse." "Then don't return broken," Jackson said firmly. "I'll help you walk. On your own terms." Days blurred into weeks. Jackson balanced his repair jobs with late-night sessions in the workshop. Mia assisted, her small hands steady as she handed tools, her innocence bridging the cultural gaps. Laria taught her simple telepathic exercises, strengthening Mia's mind against her heart-conditioned stresses. But challenges mounted. Federation agents grew suspicious, demanding progress reports. Whispers of more assassins reached them. Laria's brother, the ambitious prince, had orchestrated the ambush to seize the throne. He viewed her survival as a threat. One night, as Jackson fused human nanotech with Zarathian crystals, Laria opened up. "I was to marry a rival house's lord, uniting our empire. But I dreamed of exploration, of alliances with species like yours. My brother saw weakness in that." Jackson paused, wiping sweat from his brow. "I get it. After Alara died, I wanted to hide away. But Mia, she forced me to keep going. To dream again." Their bond deepened. Laria's telepathy allowed glimpses into each other's memories. Jackson reliving Alara's final moments, Laria mourning her lost child. Mia, sensing the connection, drew pictures of them as a family, walking among stars. The exosuit took shape, a sleek harness of lightweight alloy, embedded with neural amplifiers. Jackson tested it on himself first, the suit enhancing his movements with fluid grace. "See? It's not impurity, it's evolution." Laria hesitated, her tendrils coiling in doubt. But with Mia's encouragement, "You can do it, princess." She allowed the interface. Pain flared as connections synced, but then sensation returned. Faint at first, a tingle in her lower appendages. Weeks of therapy followed. Jackson guided her through exercises in the workshop's zero-grav chamber, his hands steady on her harness. Mia cheered each step, literal and metaphorical. Laria's laughter, a melodic chime in their minds, filled the space for the first time. Yet danger loomed. A tip from a sympathetic Federation contact revealed assassins en route, disguised as diplomats. Jackson fortified the apartment, rigging traps with scavenged tech. "We fight together," he declared. The attack came at midnight. Cloaked figures breached the dome access, neural weapons humming. Jackson activated defenses, EMP bursts and holographic decoys. Laria, in her partial exosuit, projected psychic barriers, disorienting the intruders. Mia, hidden in a safe pod, whispered encouragements telepathically. In the fray, Jackson was cornered, an assassin looming. Laria, summoning strength, took her first unaided step forward, the suit amplifying her will. She lashed out with a tendril, enhanced by the tech, disabling the foe. Together they repelled the assault, but Laria collapsed, the strain overwhelming. As Jackson cradled her, checking vitals, she whispered in his mind, "I walked Because of you. Recovery was slow but transformative. The exosuit evolved into a symbiotic implant, merging seamlessly with her body. Lariah regained full mobility, her steps graceful as a dancer's. But with restoration came the inevitable. Zorathian envoys arrived, demanding her return. In the apartment's quiet, on the eve of her departure, emotions peaked. Mia clung to Lariah, tears streaming. "Don't go, princess. You're like my mommy now." Lariah's eyes shimmered. "Little one, you have given me hope." Jackson stood apart, heart heavy. "You're ready. Go claim your throne." But Lariah turned to him, tendrils reaching out. "Jackson, you mended more than my body. You healed my spirit. I was paralyzed not just physically but in fear. You said you'd help me walk. And I did. But now I see a new path." She cried then, Zorathians rarely did. Their emotions channeled psychically, but crystalline tears traced her cheeks, refracting light like prisms. "I cannot leave you both. My empire needs change alliance. Come with me as equals." Jackson hesitated, glancing at Mia. The galaxy was vast, dangers real. But in Lariah's eyes he saw a future. Family redefined across stars. The ending dawned on Zorth Prime, a world of floating crystal palaces and aurora skies. Jackson, Mia, and Lariah arrived not as captives but ambassadors. Lariah confronted her brother in the Grand Hall, her enhanced form a symbol of progress. With Jackson's testimony and Mia's innocent plea broadcast empire-wide, the prince was exposed, exiled. Lariah ascended the throne, forging pacts with humanity. Jackson became her consort, his engineering revolutionizing Zorathian tech. Mia grew up bridging cultures, her heart condition cured by hybrid medicine. Years later, under Zortha's twin moons, Jackson and Lariah walked hand in tendril. "I told you I'd help you walk," he said softly. She smiled, tears glistening again. "And I cried, not from sorrow but joy, for finding home in the stars." Their story echoed across the galaxy, a testament to healing, love, and the courage to step forward.